Hi, my name is Amit. I'm the co-founder of Snaptivity. I'm 28 years old and I'm originally from India. Snaptivity is a product that helps one discover oneself in the photos taken by others. No matter who takes the photo, is your friend or a stranger. If you are in the picture, you get your snap. That's Snaptivity. And we have developed it using cutting-edge technologies like location-aware and mobile sensors. The technology is really simple. It's like you download the app and you enjoy traveling around. If someone takes a pic of you or of something else, but you are in the picture, you get an instant notification on your phone saying that someone has taken a pic of you and you can see the pic. We cross-match the mobile sensor data, and using the matched data, we identify that you are in the picture without using face recognition. And that's how we protect users' privacy as well. Actually, I was always fascinated by doing new things, and starting out something of own is something that can change something. Be creative is something that I always liked about, and since I come from a family business, it's like my father is a businessman, so I was always been supported, as well as like got lots of things to see around, and so I was exploring about lots of new technologies and stuff like this, and I found a commercial aspect to it, and this brought me into the business. My father works he has a business into the polymer packaging industry and agriculture fertilizers manufacturing. My father has always been my inspiration. Like every stage of my journey, he has been great support, and I have seen him come through lots of troubles and pitfalls in his own business. So that were lots of learning for me as well. After my master's, I decided to start my own, and this is where I got my idea about Snaptivity, and I won the award at the university's entrepreneurship program called as Startup Sussex. And the idea, we started to develop it, but due to visa reasons we had to go back to country. Then I was working on lots of consulting jobs for location-aware companies like the clone of Uber in India and Amazon clients, building up their technologies, learning new things, and exploring how I can be benefited by these technologies as well. I was exploring lots of opportunities around entrepreneurship, and I came across the one in India called a Startup Village in south of India, and in the newspaper I read about the Sirius Programme, and then I applied to the program and with my idea, and was successful with an anti-counterfeiting technology. That was a different idea, and we had like lots of interview rounds, but yeah, then two of us were made to the program, and here in UK. The Sirius Programme is really helpful for entrepreneurs. It brought us from India into UK. They had a 3-month of intense acceleration program through accelerators. So I was put into an oxygen accelerator, and so we have lots of mentoring around how the business has to be grown, the lean methodology and stuff. So lots of business learnings were into the accelerator. At the end of Accelerator program, we had a demo day where we showcased our product to the investors, potential clients, partners, and that's how we grew. In the Sirius program helped us in getting a visa, as well as setting up a business here in UK. with maintenance funds for the founders to run. It's like around £12,000 an annum. Oxygen Accelerator is a institution where it nurtures the entrepreneurs. It teaches them about what's about business, lots of new technologies, and giving you a real-time feedback, the real feedback that is very crucial for a business to at an early stage, and lots of mentoring. We were working on a technology called anti-counterfeiting technology, which was about empowering the consumers to identify if the product is genuine or a fake. Through this, we identified that we have to deal with lots of big MNCs, and the turnaround for them is around 12 to 18 months, which is a longer period of time, and for the startups to earn revenue and to get the product into the market has to be quick. So we pivoted a little bit into this technology, which is Snaptivity, which has some kind of an inclination towards the anti-counterfeiting technology as well. And that we did in August, so we are like about a year old now. And yeah, so Sirius Programme also supported on this, and we had a successful pivot as well. Today, Snaptivity has users from over 15 countries, has over 5,000 plus users, and Snaptivity is like partnering with events organizers, and so we are entering into the event space and stadiums. So we will be into more than 15 countries and stadiums. So we are looking for football and cricket stadiums as of now. The app is completely free. App is freemium. How we generate revenue is through the advertisements and cross promotions. Since it's a startup, so it's too expensive to get a patent on it, but we have a technology which is completely unique and different. So we have all our algorithms on our servers. I don't know about jealous, but I made my decision because I liked entrepreneurship, and I wanted to start something of my own and create a change. Well, my friends and colleagues always supported me, and they are, so it's really good. It's really easy to receive a fat check and sit back and relax after 5 p.m. But that's not something I enjoy doing. We are a team member of three, and through which we got into the Sirius Programme.
Okay.
So initially, this idea was started with my another co-founder, who was my colleague studying at Sussex University, and then we through an online platform which the the Sirius Programme had for entrepreneurs to find other co-founders. So there we met our third co-founder. If you look at a startup, it's like a family, because it's really at an early stage. So we live together in a house in Birmingham and build this technology. So I bring the business and the technology, core technology. Another co-founder who is the CTO, who works on the back-end infrastructure, and third partner, which is the Russian girl from. She is the marketing head, so she deals with the PR and marketing agencies. So we don't have any titles in our business. It's only for the external. Internally, we have lots of meetings. We do have regular daily first early morning meetings where we argue a lot. Then it's all about business. So we consider business as a third entity, and whatever is good for the third entity, that's business, we take that. That's how the decision goes. The benefit of it is you have less risk, maybe, I must say, on that, and there's no fear to fail. so you can feel and reiterate a lot. There are always two thoughts as soon as you think about going into a settled and a relaxed job, but then it comes about what happens at the end of at 5 o'clock. So when you come back home and it's like, okay, I'm done, something that you want to do is not what you get. So yeah. Accessing finance is really difficult, but we were lucky enough because of our idea. So we got into Sirius Programme. Before that, we got the award from the Sussex University. So actually our journey for business started with awards and winning the competitions. That's how we got lots of grants and funding. Recently we won an award from Microsoft BizSpark, which is around $60,000 for our infrastructure. And we live in Birmingham, so our burn rate is really low, and that helps. The greatest challenges has been meeting the expectations of the people and the consumers as well as the stakeholders, because you iterate, but when you bring your product into the market, the expectation of people keep rising and you have to meet those, and there are set deadlines. It's when you are not into a business, you build something and then you break it and you rebuild, but you don't have a time scale. But now when you enter into business, there is a strict timeline. Well, what our ambition and vision is to bring a technology that helps people and have an impact to the society, and that's how we want to grow. So privacy has always been the main concern, and so we build a product from considering the privacy as the main thing. So we build our technology so that your privacy is not invaded, and our technology helps you identify your own pics. So it's not about someone identifying you in the picture, and since we don't do any facial recognition, so we don't have any database of you or any information. It's all anonymous. I was watching the news channel about Boston Marathon in US. So there was bombing in Boston Marathon, and the police asked the people to submit the photos to identify where the terrorists were and who all impacted and how they came into the crowd. So people submitted like millions of photos, and it took them like 4 to 6 months actually to identify some relevant pics. And if Snaptivity would have existed, that would have taken just a matter of seconds, because there were people who were saying that I have seen something, but they didn't have any picture. But if the Snaptivity would have existed, it's a crowdsourced information gathering. So if that person would have known, he would have the police would have found the things really easily. And there are lots of been things like we go to lots of parties, like at university fresher parties, and we meet new friends. But it's in the evening you know their names, in the morning you forget to whom we met. And this application helps you connect with the people who are in the picture. So you have a picture, but you don't know their name, and that's how technology helps you solve your problem. We're trying to build a technology that's a base core line technology that goes into any of the camera applications. So thinking about into stadiums, that's why we are having our next project into stadiums. Is like the stadiums have spider cameras, and they usually take the pictures of the fans, and when you see yourself on the big screen, you wave your hands. But we want to make it more interactive, and you never get those pictures because you go and see on your television the whole match just to see 10 seconds of you. Using our technology, we can have a bookmark wherein you can see at what time you were in the picture, and you can even receive those on your phone. And you can even play with the spider cameras. Say like the spider cameras talk to you, like in next 10 seconds it will be panning at you. So we have an accelerator base, so where if we have any troubles, or we need some help, we approach them. They're the first point of contact. Then is our Sirius Programme. So there are lots of UKTI members who are ready to help. Apart from that, we have lots of business connections that help us make more connections and share their experiences. And of course, my dad. I would suggest that fail fast and build. There is always a gap for improvement, and failing fast helps you identify your gaps and improve. And I would say, like, if you can dream, you can build it. So don't stop and just go ahead.